And we're off with another car from this week's GTA Online weekly update. Now this isn't on offer, but it is a deleted car, and I'm going to go straight out there and say it. This is one I think you should be picking up. So this is the Pfister, alright, it's the Pfister Growler. Now, if you don't know why Growler is an absolutely filthy name to give a car in this game, then do you know what? That's brilliant. That says a lot about you. That tells me that you're a good person, that you have a sensible, grown-up sense of humour, and your mind isn't stuck in the gutter like mine appears to be. Because all I think when I hear the name of this car is,
have a look at my Growler! Have you seen it? It's massive!
So that's enough about that. Well, no, do you know what? It's really not enough about that. I might have to mention it at least 20 more times in this video. So let's go back to the actual car. So as I say, this is the Pfister
Growler,
and this is based on the Porsche Cayman, which you may or may not know is the hardtop version of the Porsche Boxster, or as it was christened by Top Gear,
the Cockster.
In real life, when this was released, this was basically the car you bought if you were doing okay in life. You know, you're winning at life, but you can't quite afford a 911. And that's how it stayed for quite a while. However, in real life now, the cost of one of these new is actually pretty much the same as a 911 would have cost you back when this was released. And I think this car's matured so much that in real life, arguably in many cases, this car is better than the 911, even though it's cheaper. And that's why I've come straight out and said you should buy this in the game, because that is true in the game as well. You'll see when we get to the lap time, of all the comments that are available in this game, and there are quite a few, there's only one that actually beat this on lap time. So in real life, just like in the game, this is a mid-engine car as opposed to the rear engine that you get in the 911 or the Comet, and that means that the handling is much more predictable. With the engine being in the back of the 911, it kind of actually defies physics, the fact that it can go as fast as it can, but it does give it some quirky handling characteristics, all of which are pretty much ironed out with this one. Now don't get me wrong, it's not perfect, it's still a little bit loose, especially at speed, but generally when you're driving this thing around, it's a load of fun. Customization wise, you can actually do a reasonable amount. Some of the spoiler options are a little bit odd because they kind of don't work particularly well with each other, and it's kind of frustrating that you don't seem to get the downforce boost from the lip spoilers. So if you want that little bit of extra downforce, you can't run a totally clean look because you're going to have to put one of the boot spoilers on top of there, which is a shame because I would have liked to not have had a boot spoiler on this, but with everything in the game, I think usually you need as much downforce as you can get. So as we come, let's have a look at the top speed. And this is what it managed to do. So, final thoughts and review. Well, I kind of gave this away in the first minute, which was a little bit daft of me. But before I go on, there's one thing I wanted to do, and I wanted to give another shout out. There are a couple of other YouTubers out there who I give shout outs to whenever I get the chance. Most of them are smaller ones. Obviously, I'll always push anyone towards subscribe for tacos whenever I get the chance. Brilliant YouTuber. But in terms of the smaller YouTubers, people who are the same sort of size as myself, for guides and reviews, Dead Man Down Under, always fabulous. For stuff that's just absolutely ridiculous, Old Man Gaming, really funny stuff, releases tons and tons of shorts, and his heist videos are as daft as they are brilliant. And then there's of course my boy Digby, who just does all sorts of different games, as he releases a video almost every day, and it's really cool stuff. Really enjoying the Red Dead series at the moment. But I've got to add a new one to the list of people I want to shout out, and this is someone I got chatting to through the comments on one of my videos, and it's Benny's Original Motorsports. And the reason I want to shout him out is just the quality of the work. I mean, I've grabbed a clip, I'm sure he won't mind. I've grabbed a clip here, just look at the quality of this work. Seriously, if you enjoy my videos, you will love his. So all the YouTubers I've mentioned, just there, if you're not subscribed, head over there and drop them a sub. All of them are absolutely worth it, and you should definitely do it now. I mean, obviously finish watching my video first, obviously, but as soon as you finish that video, head over, drop them a sub. If you like what I'm doing, you'll definitely like what they're doing too. So, back to this. Final thoughts and review. What to do. Honestly, buy it. It's not on offer, so it is at full price, and you may kick yourself if it comes on offer within the next few weeks, but realistically you'll enjoy having it anyway. So for the couple of $100,000 that you'd save waiting for the offer, I would just go out there and get it and have some fun with it now. It's a fabulous car. It's a travesty that they removed this from the game. I've got to admit, most of the cars that they removed from the game are a little bit meh, but this is so much better. It's actually, I would say this is definitely a better car to have than the Comets. In fact, if you're a little bit short on money but you've got one or more of the Comets, sell one of the Comets and buy this one, because it's a better car. Everything about it is better. As you can see when we come round here for the final time. As you can see, it does it in basically 9 minutes dead. Now the only Comet that beat it is the S2, which is also a deleted car. All of the other Comets are way down on the leaderboard, as you can see here, way down in the mid 9 minutes. So this is a really, really quick car. So there you go. So hope that was useful. There you've got the time, and here you can see where everything sits on the lap board. Hope you're all taking care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next one.